call the action? Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, for my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
Set. 19. Mike 51. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
There we go, D. That's the way to hit.
And the offensive starters for the New York Giants.
And this is a unit that has to feel good about itself. Got the win last week in the wild card round, and oftentimes we say you want to get the open week and get some rest. But many times we see the upsets happen with a team that won the week before and has momentum on its side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check nickel.
Now Watson. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first
in my
and 10.
head just now, like how, yeah.
On 1st and 10 is Conner.
Fuck, yo, this nigga fucking, come on, yo, close the door, yo, come right here, shit, bitch.
Touchdown, New York. James Conner, 61 yards.
This nigga, yo, bust that, bitch.
Opening quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep.
Why the fuck is this nigga
take it
kicking
up past the
here?
25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
This nigga need to close my door. What the fuck? Why am I running this?
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Fuck, yo. Fuck.
That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Come on, man.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
43.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. And a quick look at Washington's offense.
An excellent year, obviously, because they got the open week at the bye. But the one thing you always worry about, the rust factor. And I had a coach say to me one time, when you have that open week, you often think about scrimmaging so you're ready to go the next week, but you know you can't. So you cross your fingers and hope your guys are ready to roll.
This is Logan. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yellow. I'm the blue lady. Right there. Hey, 57 colors.
On 3rd down.
Oh my
and he will be close to a first down
god.
as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Good break up, baby.
And we look now at the defense for the Giants.
Michael Kendricks is an inside linebacker who can roam sideline to sideline and make plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run.
Now a give right side. It's Logan. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now.
Come on, son. You fucked that up,
he is
yo.
met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Oh.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. Zoom, fellas, let's go. 6 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. Let's go. 15. We got this.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll find Metcalf. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave me underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So give him the 1st down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown
Yo,
right
get
back.
off of that, yo. Get off of it.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Check. Ready.
Stick looks to throw.
What?
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Definitely will not be able to.
Go 58 to the mic. 61. Matchbox lights. General West. Now.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Going for it on 4th has worked twice on this drive already. Now it gets more interesting here on 4th and goal.
218 chopper. 80 weapon. Get it.
They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there. Taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage. Who wants it more and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Gostkowski the extra point, and we are tied at 7. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, they're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
They'll run here with counter, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On second down now, it's Connor. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Nigga, somebody coming like open my door.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it here with Logan. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try to get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To throw is Watson. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got Adams on the hookup. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is...
Have a little grip to them,
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Watch the whip.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Come on, QB, come on.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Watson. Screen pass to Connor. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down. One they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But
trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Echo. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Let's go.
On 2nd down, it's Stick. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Here's Stick looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now Stick.
Wow.
Incomplete as the clock will stop with 13 seconds remaining. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Gets past 1 man. Oh, nice move. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these 2 teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC divisional round game. And it was the Philadelphia Eagles who are moving on as they eliminate the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific 2nd half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. This will be taken in at the 1.
What the fuck?
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Go.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's get off the field.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. He's going to fire
Look at fucking that, yo. The nigga over.
I'll give them credit. They took their shot.
Don't give him no fucking credit, nigga.
It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it.
No, it's been a struggle for this bitch-ass nigga passing the
because of what you just
football.
described. It's been a struggle for him here in the 2nd half.
My dumb ass.
One big
Not
shot
trying
to get him
fuck
out of the
in.
doldrums.
Come on, fellas.
Ain't had no reason to run every option.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
We call that sack look.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Stocker's got it, complete.
Fuck
He's able to get this
no.
one out closer to midfield across the 45. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually...
Oh my fucking God.
Great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever
Wow.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Ain't
A
no comeback
15-yard
with this small
touchdown
fucking.
ground. And the Giants have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease and they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44, Stick, and he hits Drake. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Hey, Haywood. Let's go.
Third down, they'll throw with Stick.
What the fuck? I pressed the button.
The Giants get there. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably
niggas
dialing up a
tired as
run
shit.
blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation, but instead they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
I ain't having that shit.
They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3.
What the fuck,
and they're
yo?
going
This
to try again
nigga
here.
was, wow. It was 6
Delayed game offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They run with Connor. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Well, just like you said, they've got the lead, don't do anything silly, run the football, and that's what they did.
They would have liked to have created a little more room for their punter, but he'll take what they gave him, and he'll go out there now and try and get the ball off and help his defense.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 31, check 31.
Wow.
They run with Logan. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 3rd down.
Wow,
Logan.
yo.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because I'm like the old girl. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Is that yours? Who's that?
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
70, Indy. Get it.
On 2nd down, it's Logan. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Ready to go. 58, right over there, right over there.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Stick back to pass. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. On 3rd down, Connor. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 7, 20 seconds to go. They need a touchdown here to try to force overtime, but they've got the support of this playoff record crowd. 1st and 10.
Oh, why can't I go in? Oh, because my gun is down on the outside over there. Shit. This thing's gonna take all day and hurt the fucking ball.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. Now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation. And a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Fuck out of here. I could have done
And he will be out of bounds here with zeros on the clock as this ball game is over. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side. And now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Go on,
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, 1 game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from Landover.
I can't believe that shit.